Well, hello, friends. Hey, it's Jamie here with Reece Homes. I hope you're having a wonderful summer. Like many of you, we recently received our assessed values from the county. In Snohomish County, they came out a couple of weeks ago, and in King County, you've likely already received your letter or will be very soon. And we were mildly shocked to see that we had increases in assessed values of 15 to 30% on our properties. Well, we know that the market has gone up quite a bit. What we do know is that throughout the county, median home value had only risen about 23% between January of 21 and January of 2022. And in the counties where these properties were located, that those values went up 15 to 17%. So it felt like a little too much. Now, for those of you who aren't intimately familiar with assessed values and assessors and all of that, let's get through some background. First and foremost, sometime between May and August each year, you're going to get a letter from your county assessor. That assessor is going to tell you what they think the property is worth, and that value is going to be the basis for your taxation. Now, it's important to note when they send you that letter in June or July or May, right, they're actually telling you what they thought the property was worth back in January 1st, okay, of whatever year they've sent you that letter. Now, the process today is largely automated. You'd have to go back 20 plus years when humans would actually do these valuations every couple of years, right? And because of the automation, whether it's human activity or it's an algorithm, this process has always been appealable through the Board of Equalization if you disagree with the assessor. Now let's talk about if you disagree with that assessed value. What can we do? The first one is to work through the three levels of value. The first one would be automated. We can give you a solution for an independent automated valuation of your property, and we'll do that in a moment. The next one is if that automated value looks like it sides with you and that the county is too high, we can then do a virtual visit with you, a phone call with you to get you much closer, much more reliable data about this. And then if it looks like we still have a case, then we'll take some of your time and some of our time, and we'll do a site visit to get you a report that you can rely upon and use as evidence in an appeal. And then that report for appeal, you can then work through the appeal process and application. Now, let's look at automated valuation. If you go to valuemynest.com, that is a quick URL just to make it super easy to find our home valuation page on our website. If you go through that, you provide the address and some contact information. We'll send you an automated valuation using multiple sources to give you a much better idea of what your property is worth, right? Now, keep in mind, this is based upon, publicly available information, I should say. It's not verified. It's publicly available information, but we don't know the condition of your home. Did you just paint? Did you do big remodels? Things like that, much like none of these sites do. So it'll get us into the neighborhood of your value. If we want to get into the ballpark and get a little bit more specific, right, we can do a virtual visit. And that's simply where you click on the Get Expert Evaluation or evaluation of your home, and that'll contact us. We'll schedule a call with you, ask you a number of questions about the condition and updates and things like that, which will then allow us to create a much better market report looking more specifically at homes that are much more like yours in condition and amenities and things like that. If we find through that more specific report that it does look like you have a good case for appeal, that's when we'll want to schedule a 20 to 30-minute visit where we walk through the property, take some pictures, and then give you a specific report that you can use for evidence for your appeal with the Board of Equalization. Now, what does the process look like? Once you have that report, you fill out an application. It's a relatively lengthy process, but you've got to do it. That application then gets reviewed and determined whether you qualify for a meeting with the Board of Equalization. If you do have a meeting with the board, you'll go in and present your information. They'll ask you questions, maybe ask for more information, and through that process, they'll then make a decision as to whether they approve your appeal. They can either go to the value that you suggest, somewhere in between, or they might deny your appeal, which they do in the majority of cases. In the vast majority of cases, the applications that are submitted are never even approved for a meeting with the board because they're incomplete or they're not based upon evidence of comparable sales or market data. That's where we can help you in getting through that initial process of having all the evidence that you need. Now, if you've got further questions, we're going to have a guide about how to work through this on our blog, so definitely look for that, or give us a call, send us an email, or send us a text. We're always happy to help you, or if you've got a friend who's going through this process, happy to help them as well. Just connect us up, and we'll do our best to help you keep the cost of owning a home as affordable as possible and increase your returns. Thanks for watching. We enjoyed giving you this information and hope it's of value to you. Enjoy the summer.